the dramatic ghost. And welcome to the podcast. That's right. Episode 34 of the Unexpected Thrill of a Lifetime podcast. That's right. It's the Unexpected Thrill of a Lifetime podcast. We're coming to you live from Philadelphia, PA. That's right. The day is October 26th. That's right. We're winding down the month. It's already the October episode. I feel like we just did September. I'm going a little late in the months. I think I want to turn it back up and start doing these at the beginning of the month. So maybe we'll do like a throwaway November one. But then you can't really recap. I don't know. Who knows? Anyway, back to the show. Today we're broadcasting live from the Evil Carousel-owned, abandoned, haunted house. We are in the middle of the woods. These trees around us have been growing for about a century now, and there's a tiny cemetery over my shoulder, and I don't know who exactly is buried there, but it doesn't matter. All that matters. It's the night of the living you. Your ears are active and listening and taking in the fun and the excitement. That's right. It's Halloween. It's spooky season. And I, your host, Dan Fisher, am here to present you with a show that has been written and curated by thousands of employees. That's right, you dirty bitches. This is just for you. We're taking our bow and our arrow, and we're pulling the arrow back, and it's like Cupid's arrow, you know? We're just sending you a lot of love, a lot of laughs. Live, laugh, love, I guess. That's what they're saying. We've got a lot of great features today. We've got FFN News back in action, ready to go. This isn't like last month where we played you some old clips. This is the real deal, a full episode of the Unexpected Thrill of a Lifetime podcast. Like I said, the day is October 26th. It's 12:31 on a Wednesday, hump day, and we're getting the podcast done. So when you hear this, you know that I've got it going on. I've got a glass of orange wine. I've got a Mexican beer. I've got a bowl of some sort, and that's all we're gonna do. That's all we're saying. We're just getting things underway. So thank you for joining us, and let's begin. I don't know if you're a new listener or you're an old listener. Hopefully you're not old. I mean, who's to judge? I won't say anything. But on this show, we can all just be ourselves. We can all just sit back and relax and have a laugh. I do this for the good of mankind. You know what I mean? Like, I just want everything to be okay. I just want people to enjoy themselves and, have a laugh. And if there's anything I can do to make that happen or steer that in the direction, that's what we're going to do. Anyway, this episode is rated F. F for festive. And we're going to have all kinds of spooky themed things along the way. And, you're just going to have to see. You're just going to have to see. Or hear, which if you want to get technical. But basically, what we got lined up for you today, like I said, FFN News is back in action. We got another fake ad for a fake movie. The beef is always here. No new pizza tour, but we do have some other things. morning meditation and all that. But in Philly news, what can you say, man? It's spooky season. It's Smashing Pumpkin season. The band must be psyched. I wonder how they really feel about that. I mean, I guess this really is their month. Avocado Geddon is going on. I hear that there was a large amount of avocados, and anybody could just show up and get them for free. And that's a beautiful thing, because if anything should be free, it should be something that's healthy and not garbage and will, rot your teeth and everything like that. Actually, that leads me to my only point, which is that the episode today is called Toothless in Debtors Prison, and we will get to the bottom of why I chose that in about, roughly a half an hour. But I gotta stop saying that's the one thing I realized when I listened to this. But no, you can't be doing that. Oh, and also one other thing to tease: at the very end of the episode, I will be putting on another one of my acoustic songs, just guitar only. I've put it on here before, but some things need a refresher, So we'll see what happens with that. But I hope you enjoy it. I'm just trying to find the next segment of the show. But you know what? Sometimes you have to do things on the fly, and that's what we're doing anyway. All right. Well, technical difficulties, they make or break a podcast, and I think they're delightful. All right. We're gonna try this again. Anyway, this week on Evil Carousel TV comes a new film about a man who loses it all and then gets it back and then loses it again. And when I mean he loses all of it, I mean he loses everything. It's Toothless in Debtors Prison. Starring Dan Fisher. Oh my gosh. Hey, quiet you. Hey, just keep your blindfold on. You're in debtor's prison. Well, but my mouth hurts so much. Oh my god, I'm having all this pain. Can I have some ice or something? You'll get nothing and like it. Oh my goodness. Oh, how did I get here? All of my teeth have rotten out. I can't believe I owe this debt. The Biden student loan forgiveness program didn't apply to my other debt. Oh, this is awful. That's right. It's a movie about a man suffering. Oh, it's so cold in here. Will you close the window? Listen to that breeze. What does a man do when faced with challenges so great? Oh my gosh, this negative number in my bank account. What does it mean? What does it stand for? All of these questions and more answered this Thursday on Evil Carousel TV. That's right, it's Toothless and Debtors Prison. Now on to the next segment of the show, which is brought to you by that wonderful feature, that we just heard just right now. I think that's going to be fantastic. It says that I was starring in it. I cannot confirm or deny. Anyway, without further ado, with all of the news being called fake today, it's time for the real fake news. That's right, folks. It's FFN News, a sideways look. Different angle or approach on the weeks. I don't know why it was so echoey. I felt like I was in a cathedral. This is FFN News. FFN News, marijuana. Weed is going to be on sale in gas stations in different parts of the country starting soon. It just seems like the perfect convenience and the perfect time to get those things. In other news, in Texas, you will be able to buy a gun at a gas station because, hey, you know, when you need to go full throttle, you need access to all the tools. And now, onto sports. FFN News, Brady. After a series of defeats, Tom Brady says he has never quit anything in his life. Well, except for the fact that he's been working with a divorce lawyer for months. I mean, you know, you can't really say you're not planning on calling it quits if you're doing that. But now he says he will become the world's best pickleball player. And that's not a joke, folks. Take a look at that for yourself, and you will see. And alrighty, that's okay. We have more. The FFN News Phillies. The Phillies Philadelphia baseball team is headed to the World Series. Unfortunately, they won't play any other teams from the world, just another U.S. team. Go Phillies, go Eagles. Happy everybody around me is feeling so great. FFN News Retail. Pep Boys are merging with PetSmart to create a standalone store that will sell both tires and oil changes as well as pets. Will be known as Pet Boys. Oh, thank you, folks. You're a great audience. And back to the news. FFN News spookiness. The Headless Horseman needs a new pumpkin for his head and says he can't find any at grocery stores or pumpkin patches or food co-ops or pantries or what have you. He said it's getting really hard, and the question is, what's with this guy? Like, how does he? How do you just go around with a pumpkin on your head? It doesn't seem practical to me, and that shit's gonna rot. FFN News Infowars. Alex Jones says that he's done apologizing, although he will start paying endless fees, fines, and tickets to people that he screwed over and helped destroy their lives. Our next segment, FFN News, a message from the dramatic ghost. Oh no! You know what? Well, I was just reading off the teleprompter. If I knew this guy was going to be around, I wouldn't. Oh my god! Oh, will you keep it down, please? Don't get so close to the. Oh. Fuck. Okay. All right, folks. We're gonna get this guy out of here. Get the hook. Do whatever you need to do. I am the dramatic ghost, and I just wanted to say Happy Halloween. And watch what kind of candy you eat, folks. There's a lot of fentanyl out there. All right, that's not very funny. Hey, see, this guy doesn't fucking care because he's already dead. Oh boy. All right. Well, we're gonna be moving on. Here we go. FFN News card games. The creator of Yu-Gi-Oh! Apparently this is not a joke, has drowned. He was in a river and he was saving people's lives, people who are also drowning. It turns out that the heart of the cards was not enough to save them. He had to take matters into his own hands. We also have FFN News, Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift releases a new album called Midnight, and it just so happens it has a spooky count of 13 songs in it, and she says it's filled with 3 a.m. tracks, just kind of like not the greatest songs ever once you listen to 3 a.m. or whatever. You know what? I say it's a cover-up for bad ratings. I'm saying if she gets bad ratings, maybe that has something to do with it. Okay, FFN News horses. Okay, well, there's a new company out there. I swear, this really takes the cake. There's a company out there that's making sneakers for horses. They're called Horse Kicks, and their mission is to basically make sneakers for horses. I guess that's something they think they need. I mean, we already have horse shoes. That's very different. That's like a metal thong from hell that like gets nailed into them. But what is their board meetings like? Now we have some people here who are going to give some real positive statements and are really passionate about putting horses in sneakers. Ugh. FFN News, all other animals. Animals including elephants, zebras, bears, squirrels, rabbits, chipmunks, and more are protesting. Apparently they're annoyed that they aren't getting shoes made just for them. Don't forget the beaver. FFN News, Tolkien. Lord of the Rings new show, The Rings of Power, is set 6,000 years before the Fellowship of the Ring in the original trilogy of Star Wars. That's 6,000 years of endless content, things that they can fill in, like the Marvel and Star Wars universe. The only problem is it's going to take you 6 years straight to watch all of it by the time they're done with it. FFN News, that might be all the way. FFN News, another segment on marijuana. What the hell does that say? The 46th President of the United States, Joe Biden, asks mumbling pot smoker for a pardon. Which seems backwards, since he gave so many pardons. But basically, this is how the conversation went. Hey, man, you got a lighter? And Joe Biden said, pardon? Yeah, that's how that conversation went. And back to animals, the FFN News Fat Bear Contest. Maybe you heard about it, maybe you haven't. There's some bears. I believe it's in upstate New York, and this time of year they eat lots of roughage, leaves, things like that. So it creates a sort of blockage or a dam, if you will, inside their anus, and prevents them from shitting while they're hibernating for like 4 months. So they have this Fat Bear Contest, and the winner, it was voted on online. And the winner's name was 747, and he was upset because he did not receive a trophy or even a name. I would be too. I'd be like, what? Anyway, that's all we have time for today for FFN News. That was a special edition. We hope you like it. And give us some feedback on the web, and catch us next time for the November episode. Well, that was a lot of fun, I thought. I love FN News because it's it's a little bit of riffing. It's a little bit of because we do write the show. Believe it or not, it might be really hard to believe that, but I do spend time writing the show and adding features, and it's not always the most easy thing to do, but anyway, welcome to morning meditations. As you sit folded, your legs in Indian style, your back straight as an arrow, taking a big, deep inhale. And exhale. You're as light as a feather. You're as thin as cooking oil. You are as soft as the rustling of leaves. One time, on acid, the quote, Sweet peace is finer than any art crept into my brain. And I thought, that's nice. Now think about all of the stars and the universe and the clouds and the sky and the grains of sand on the beach. For the wise man will pick up a grain of sand and envision an entire universe, but the stupid man will lay down on the beach and drape himself in seaweed and stand up and yell, "Hey, I'm Vine Man." Now just imagine yourself in your happy place. You're a magical pizza, a warm circle of fat and salt. Now you're going to want to take one big deep inhale and hold in and release. This was another episode of Morning Meditations. Thank you for joining us. Bye-bye. All right. Well, we were, sometimes our show, it just really is, it's in our best interest to create these features and really just have a good time with them, And now we're gonna get the show moving again. I'm gonna start. Hold on. And I'm gonna start talking about myself a little bit. I told you about all of the other things. I mentioned Smashing Pumpkins and all that is. Well, I'm gonna give you an exclusive little insight into my life and what I got going on. Where I work, they're having a pumpkin carving contest, and I am going to create what will be known as, wait for it, and when you see it in person, I want you to think of this moment. The pumpkin that I'm going to create is going to be off the beaten path. It's going to be called the Space Pumpkin, and the Space Pumpkin is, well, I'm not going to say any more than that, but I'm building a little bit of hype by saying this. Also, I will be putting pictures of the Space Pumpkin on the Instagram, and who knows, maybe one of them will make it to YouTube eventually. But that's that. I just had my birthday this past week. I shout out to my buddy Charlie for we went to Sassafras together, and we had a great time. And I got the new Xbox Series S. By the way, I did an unboxing video of it, so head on over to the YouTube Evil Carousel at youtube.com for an unboxing video that I did. I was pretty happy with it. It turned out pretty good. I was thinking the other day, it's spooky season and everything, and monsters and stuff, and monsters get all kinds of criticism and hate and all kinds of shit like that, but nobody, hear me out, nobody calls a monster old. Like, it's just sort of implied that they've probably been around for a while. Nobody says, "Oh, look at that old monster." They just assume that they're a lot older than they are. I don't know. That's not a bit or a joke or anything, but I just try to take a sideways look at all of these holidays and really see what they're all about. But I am 32 now. Thankfully, the number of this episode did not match up with my. I'm glad I'm not 34, is what I'm saying. But hey. You know what else I forgot to say? I opened the show as the dramatic ghost, but I meant to talk like this. I'm Count Daniel. Count Daniel is so punctual. You can count on me. Ha ha ha. You can count on me, and I will get there on time and do your dirty work. I'm Count Daniel, the vampire. Alright, well, so, you met the dramatic ghost. He doesn't get a name. He lost it in his first life. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be mean to him, but that's the way it is. And then you also got to hear Count Daniel. And, he might be making another appearance later in the show, but hey, I'm telling you right now, if you live in Philadelphia, it's gotta be a good time to be a sports fan. I mean, look at this. They've got several teams heading on to the big time. I say that about the Eagles, but I don't know. I'm just feeling that's the way that it's going. I mean, they're not necessarily there yet, but the Phillies, oh man, first World Series game is on this Friday night. I believe that's the 28th. It starts at either 7 or 8 o'clock, and I might get it. I might watch it. Because I'll tell you what, I am not going to the game. I'm not getting tickets for the game. I don't even have a real huge interest in the sport as a whole, but I got cheap tickets on the bandwagon. So we'll see, we'll see what happens there with that. But I have a recommendation, a food recommendation. Yeah, that's right. There's no pizza tour this week because I didn't eat any new pizza. I mean, I can't just lie about it, right? I'm glad you agree. So F is for... Wait, what is it? I just had it here in my notes. Frank's a lot. What did I say? F is for Frank? That's not right. Frank's a lot in the Reading Terminal Market. Hear me out. Oh my God. Just imagine you're standing at this display case and there's just the most magnificent looking charred hot barbecue wings. Oh, I don't know if they're barbecue. I think it's just hot buffalo. Whatever. Just these wings are crazy. They've got huge casseroles of mac and cheese. The cheese is laid on there half a fucking thick, half a fucking inch thick. And, they got all the fixings. They've got their sodas, they got all of it. They have all of it. Just all of it. That's all you need to know. They have all of it. New video alert. I made a new clip from Office Hours. The one, you'll just have to get it out, but check it out. But they're giving dating advice for some reason to one of their callers. And Tim basically tells them, I quote, "Hey, you gotta get back out there. You gotta go get your bones soaked." And I just thought that was so ridiculous that I made a clip about it. And also, as I mentioned before, the unboxing video that's new on the YouTube channel. Come on. It's the YouTube channel. Check it out. The unboxing video was nice. The Xbox, I like it. I'll probably end up upgrading in the future just because it's kind of like a beginner's Xbox, kind of, because there's no disc tray and, whatever, man. Oh, that's what you want to hear. It's a big yawn. Well, thank you for sticking with us this far. If you are a long time or a new time listener to the show, all I ask, please recommend the show to one person. Maybe send them a clip. Just say, hey, you know what? You over there, what the fuck are you doing? Why don't you listen to this guy's damn podcast for once in your life, and stop being so selfish and going, and playing with your fucking iPhone and, watching Curious Bob goes and gets a facelift, or Pete Davidson, whatever he's got cooking. This is original content from an original guy, from an original city. It is original, folks. Philadelphia, come on. You can't get more legit than that. We got some old monsters lurking around. We got some sports teams that know how to hit the ball, if you know what I mean. Yeah. New TV news. The new Lord of the Rings show, The Rings of Power. It's great. Give it a shot. I'd say if you're not hooked, or at least very into the last few minutes of the first episode. I mean, Jesus, that talk about a cliffhanger and some excitement. But yeah, that's pretty much what I got for us here. Oh, and never mind. That's gonna be part of the beef. Here we go. We have, this segment is called Mailbag. Okay, that worked out. Mailbag. And now, basically, what we're going to do is we get listen, you know I don't exaggerate. We get hundreds of thousands of emails, texts, junk mail, for a notification, all of this. And we whittle it down to the people who really want to know what's going on. The mailbag. All right, our first letter here is Timmy from Utah says, go stick your head up your... Okay, wait, hold on. Moving on. That was obviously a little bit of a joke there. I don't know what that was about, but we're just going to move on from that. Okay, next in the mailbag we have... never mind. That's just a political ad. I'm just going to throw that out of there. All right. Okay, here we go. The next piece is... it's junk mail. It's coupons for Acme. All right, we got another letter here. Okay, this is real. This is Tom. This is Tom from New Mexico. I'm opening up his letter here, and there's a Polaroid inside of a naked alien. That's great. What am I supposed to do with that? All right, so okay. Here we go. We got something else here, and another political ad. Yes, I'm voting for Fetterman. All right, that's all we have. Apparently, nothing in here is real. We're getting trolls. We're getting threats. That's enough of that. Ladies and gentlemen, I have an announcement to make. Without further ado, it's time for the next segment of the show. You know it. You love it. The music gets you off. It's the beef. Oh! The beef is a segment of the show where, I basically just kind of like rant and kind of like complain about stuff a little bit, like low key. So, if you're not into that, or you're, not available, step off of the ride. And my first note, I'm going to make this quick. Here's my pitch. For Christ's sakes, people, vote. I got one other person to vote this year, and I feel like I did my duty. You know what I mean? I have 2 votes, because one person that never votes, boom, 2 votes. But, all I gotta say is like, how long are you gonna sit back and not get active while they take your rights away? And I'm just gonna say I'm just gonna leave it at that. And... because honestly, I don't care who the fuck you vote for, but, just do it. It doesn't make sense. These people that just, want to tear it down or complain and not get involved, at least in the smallest way. Well, then I say, get out of here! Alright, that's enough. How about that mailbag? Oh my god, it was a bulging sack of letters, and it was all bullshit. I've done my stand-up chunk on this show before about zebras. If not, maybe I'll just kind of dive in on it for a second. Basically what it's about is that I talk about that I want to eat a zebra. Odd concept, but aren't they all? I just like to make the argument that whenever you watch a nature show and the lion is he's always running after and eating the zebra. and it looks kind of good. I mean, it's red meat, and I even went to the mecca, the epicenter of where it all happens. I went to Disney's Animal Kingdom, and I went to an all African themed buffet, and I was like, if anybody's eating zebra, it's here. And no, they didn't have any. But anyway, the reason why I bring all this up is, and then there's another segment of that where I say, I saw this news story the other day, and I don't know if it was China or Jersey, but there was a donkey at a zoo that they painted with black and white zebra stripes to try and attract people. Oh, look, we got these African animals here, and then it was so obvious it was just a donkey. And I always say, how long will it take until the animal rights activists get out there and say this is donkey misrepresentation? And I like to remind people there's one animal that doesn't need a voice, and that's the parrot. But there's this photography contest. Sounds made up, but it's not. Well, I guess it is. It's a photography contest where there's all these famous nature photographers. They go out in public and they take pictures of fucking nature, fucking animals. And there's a zebra. You can look this up. There's a zebra with his whole hind end off of the ground, and he's breaking wind. You can tell. I mean, it's just like, it's so ridiculous. But there's this farting zebra. And I didn't know they farted so elegantly. And why is his ass in the air? I don't know. But now I just feel like I need to throw that fact in when I'm talking about zebras. To say, when they fart, they their whole back end lifts off the ground, and they have a knee-jerk reaction to. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. But here's another thing. I don't know if you heard there's this chess champion. That's a lot better. The sound just got a lot better all of a sudden. The chess champion, this fucking kid, he's cheated in a whole bunch of other games, and he said that he's not going to say whether he cheated or not to protect the integrity of the game, which I think, wow. That's a way to spin your delusions, folks. But my question is, hear me out. If you Google this kid, I don't know his name, so forgive me. You could just say cheating chess champion on Google, and I guarantee you his face will come up. But every time they show him, he looks like he's the most stressed out man in the world. Like he's got his hand in his head, his head in his hands. That's what it's saying is, I think. And he's boy, I don't know. Maybe I'm a little tipsy right now. That might be coming through. I don't know, but you can let me know. I don't fucking care either way. But all the pictures of this guy, he looks like he's so fucking frustrated. And my thoughts are, if the guy's a cheater and he doesn't have to think that much about the game, then why is he so stressed for it? I don't know. Whatever. Maybe that's all an act. Oh, man. I just had a breakthrough. Maybe it's an act. Oh, man. Taylor Swift, she's got a new album out called Midnight. Yay. Yay. Yay, that's what everybody wants. She did a Q&A on Instagram, and she posed the question, what keeps you up at midnight? Because sometimes I'm up at midnight writing songs. Me, I'm up at midnight recording podcasts. But, so I think, I don't know. I mean, sounds like, well, never mind. I'll let you decide. But, she's like, what keeps you up at midnight? And it's like, my neighbors keep me up at midnight blasting all this new Taylor Swift music. Oh, no. What else we got for you today? I told you last month, I believe, that I was going to start watching all of the Bond movies and telling you about one each month. And I didn't do that. I did not watch them. But now I'm really enforcing this, and it's gonna make me watch them. And it's going to be great, and I can't wait. But I will say, for my birthday, I did get a Lego Bond-mobile. That's like the silver Aston Martin with a Bond minifigure, and it was pretty cool. So, that's going to be my reminder. It's setting right next to the podcast set and everything, and every time I look over, I'll be like, oh, that fucking Bond car. I guess I got a lot on my plate. I gotta make a podcast, and I gotta fucking do this and that, and I gotta run around, but I also gotta watch a Bond film. Just because I want to say I've done it. I know that it's probably not worth it. I know that. You can stop telling me that. Lastly on the show, second lastly on the show, I haven't done the Views of a Driver segment in a while, mainly because I don't drive anymore, and, there's not a lot to report. However, I did take my first Uber ride in a Tesla, and I gotta say, it was pretty awesome. It was pretty sexy. I love the car. I love the ride. Ultra smooth, ultra quiet. And, sometimes I think about going back on the road because there's a new strategy now. I mean, the rates for Uber aren't great right now, but, there's a new strategy. You can go and you can rent a Tesla through Uber for $300 a week, right? But the catch is if you had a regular car or you were renting a car, that's how much you would spend if you were not 300, but the amount that you save on gas not having to fill up is huge. I mean, it's a huge saver. And then, they give you $100 EV charge voucher, to use, and I mean that's a good chunk of your gas or your recharge for the week anyway, right there. So I don't know. It's a cool idea, I might give it a try in the future if I have some extra time off, but we'll see. It's an interesting. Oh God, why did I do that? It's an interesting strategy, and I hope it works out for them. But we will see. I don't know if I said this already. Yeah, I did. I did say that already. Alright, so that means that we're wrapping the show up because I have said everything that I wanted to say. I went through all 4 pages of my notes. The teleprompter looks great. Bob in the back there is saying, well, you did it again. And I know my friend Trump, he's going to give me a call tonight and say, well, Danny, you did it again. You're getting great ratings and you're doing a great, super job. And thanks for pushing the alt-right, far-right conspiracies. And then I say, you're too dumb to notice that I'm making fun of you and all of them. All of the best. Alright, well, that is literally all that I have time for. It's time for me to go to bed. But I am going to leave you with the acoustic recording of one of my songs that I've been working on. I got lyrics for it. It's called Sitting on a Bridge. And it's not a suicidal song, I promise. It's about inflection. I wrote it when I was in high school. And I'm just kind of completing it. I'm completing old songs of the past and working on it. So This is kind of like a before and after. So before you fucking assholes, you music snobs go, ooh, he doesn't even have any bass or drums or there's no vocals or anything. This is a before, just the guitar. Have the lyrics, but they're not recorded yet. But I'm leaving this so that as I go, you can go, wow, I really like what you added there. That's nice. Or, nah, take that out. You know, that's what give and take feedback is about. Anyway, so the song is called Sitting on a Bridge. I'm going to play that, and then I'm going to take us out with the end of the show song. I might even sing along with it as I do. But anyway, thanks a lot for listening. I hope you had a fun time. I know the Toothless and Debtors prison thing was probably a little weird. That's just kind of like a joke about what my situation is like right now. I'm not toothless, but you know, tooth pain happens and all that. Um. Anyway, here is Sitting on a Bridge, and I hope you like it. Sitting on a bridge, thinking about our love, still thinking of you. Sitting on a bridge, thinking about our love, still thinking of you, and what our love's become. Still the one I love. Yeah, you're still the one I love. All right, well that's that. Oh, it's starting to play again. Yeah, that's that. I filled in some of the lyrics a little bit just so you can get an idea of what I mean. That wasn't like I was just basically talking over it. But so you get the idea. That's that. Stay tuned for more. Thank you for listening. Pass this on. We love you. You're the best. And now this is the end.